This conference will now be recorded.
Now, what we did in the last class, if you remember in the last class, we were talking about, right, wire service. What is a wire? It's a pre-written program. It's a pre-written service, right? It's based on what? It based on Lightning UI, right? Based on, right, API, UI API, Light LWC UI API. It's based on that. What are these? This is a namespace. Inside this namespace, we have a program called as wire. What is the name of the program? Wire. We can only go ahead and we can configure the wire up to certain extent. We cannot go ahead and we cannot, right, configure this whole wire as per our need. Wire consists of wire adapter, wire config, right? Right. And in the config, we can go ahead and we can only configure either a property or a function. That is what we have seen. It's a proactive, sorry, it's not a proactive, it's a reactive. Wire is a reactive service. It's a reactive service. That is what we have seen. It is a reactive service, right? It's a reactive service. Now, right, yesterday we have seen wire is used only to retrieve data. Retrieve data is done using wire. Do I have the same PPT? Let me check it out. Yes. Wire is only to retrieve, to get the information. Whereas if you want to create a record, we use create record, which is a part of impreation. If you want to go ahead and update a record, then we use impreation. You want to delete a record, we use impreation. There's a one more called get record, right? Replacement of wire, get record is also available, right? It does the same thing. It gets the record from the database. Now today we will see these imperations. Mostly all the imperations we'll see. If time permits, we'll see get. Get is not as important now because the same functionality we did with the wire. We are able to get the data from a Lightning, right, from a Salesforce database to a LWC component using wire. We were able to display the data in a table. Yesterday I was doing the search text or something like that, where you are entering some data and automatically the data is getting displayed in the table and you're changing it, right? You are changing the data, right? I can take the yesterday's example, right? I can go ahead and I can take this yesterday's example and we can continue further, right? But definitely what I will do is that I will not going to override this wire. I will create a new one today. First of all, let me go ahead and say Control Shift P. Let me go ahead and check whether my authorization is still valid or not. So I'll click on Open Default Org. By the way, let me close the Internet Explorer. I say Control Shift P on my keyboard. I go ahead and I say Open Default Org. System is now opening the default org. Let's see whether the system opens which org I want to see. If I see that my org open failed, then I'm going to authorize an org. I want to see where my Visual Studio Code is connected to. So I'm opening a default org. Let's see, default org function is opening. Actually, it is always suggested that you go ahead and you re-authorize an org. Perfect. That means my authorization is still valid. My token is still valid, right? For the safer side, I'll click on Manage User. I'll click on the user. Let me see whether I have LT123 users or not. Rupam @ LT123. Perfect. My authorization is still valid, so I don't need to authorize. I can start directly writing the program. Now, what I'm going to do today is a question. First, we are going to learn how to use imperation on update. We have seen create. If you remember, we went ahead and created, right, create account. Here it was, right? Let me go ahead and, right, create account. What did we do that? Search account. Here it is, account create, if I'm not wrong. Here, right, if you use, right, I have used, what I have used? right? We have used, right? Let me see. Oh, this is not the one. Did we use the create
Yes, sir.
account? Right? We did that, right? Create command. Where is that? I'm not able to see then. Why this LC? Why aura? I should be in LWC, right? Okay, here we go. We have created an account. Here we go. Create account impreation. If you remember that, I have used this create record command. Same thing. Remember this. Once again, I'm writing. Whenever you use create record, what is the command that we use? We go ahead and we use a command. What is the command? Right? Create record is the command. Right? We go ahead and we use create record. What is the command? Let me write the command for you. Right? Here it is. create record. Create record. Here you have to give the record. 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 INPUT. Record input. Dot. Create record. Dot then. Dot then. Dot catch. This is the command actually. In other words, let me copy the command. This you have to remember in impreation. Remember that. Create record. Dot then. Here you go ahead and you say, right, result equals to arrow and you write the program. Here you say error equals to arrow and you then write the program. This is the core program and that's exactly what we have here if you observe. Create record error, then response, result equals to arrow, right? Dot catch error equals to arrow and inside equals to arrow and then you write the program there. Inside these curly brackets, we write the program. Same thing is now applicable for, let me copy this, Control C, Control V. In the place of create record, now it will be update record. Update record. In the place of delete, same command is applicable everywhere. Command doesn't change. In the place of update, I'll say delete record, then catch. You have to remember this line. You have to remember this line. Whether it's a create record, update record, the line is same. I'm going to use the same thing, guys, now. Whether the line is same, right? Now, what I'm going to do, Rupam, is a question. We have done the create record. Now we'll do update and we'll do delete. If time permits, we'll go to the get. Update record. What I'm going to update? I'm going to use the same class that we created yesterday. Yesterday, 13, 12. This is the class that I created. This is the class that I created. Right? This is the class we created? No, this is the class we created. Where you are passing a search key and system is displaying the data on the screen. After system is displaying the data on the screen, what I want to do, I want to go ahead and edit the data. Keep watching. I will take yesterday's class, same class what I created yesterday. I don't want to go ahead and modify the wire property, wire function program. I will create a new LWC component with the same server-side controller, right? Control Shift P, create a Lightning Web component, LWC underscore, right? Today's date, 1303 underscore, right? Underscore, right? Underscore. What is that? I will say update account, example one, EG1, okay? EG1 underscore update UPDAT. Update what is account? No, update CONTAC. Update contact. Impreation. Remember that. All impreation. Earlier it was create account. Now I'm saying update contact. A component got created. A component got created under the impreation. Today's date with impreation. Here is impreation. Create account. Now I come to my screen here. I come to my screen. Right. Let's do one thing. I will make a simple one. Simple one is data table. I told you data table is the most simplest, right? So lightning, LIGHT, lightning card, right? Oh, that's wrong. In LWC, there is no colon, LIGHT, lightning card. There we go. Lightning card. Title, TIT equals to title equals to LWC impreation edit impreation edit or impreation update UPDAT impreation update. That's the title. Perfect. What do you need? Right. I just need to go ahead and I need to write search. I need to have a search, right? So one lightning input, right? Better that I copy from yesterday's class. Where is that? Wire a property, wire a function. I go to my this thing, lightning input. Let me copy this, Control C, right? I'm just copying this only one line, guys. Don't worry, right? Search. Now, after this, I want to display the data in a table, right? LIGHT in lightning data table. Lightning data table. What is that? Key field. Key FIELD key fields equals to ID. Right? Data equals to, right? Data is equals to, right? Roop.data. Yesterday, if I remember, I've taken that roop, so I'll take rupam.data. RUPM rupam.data. Right? Perfect. Column. COL columns equals to call. Right? COL call. Right? As of now, I'm doing this. Keep watching. A table will come. Control C. Now I go to my right. I go to my JS module. First of all, I have to import the method. Right? Certain things I'm copy from here. I'm going to the JavaScript of previous classes. First, let me copy this. Control C. Come here. I import my method. Right? Next, I have to create a column. So let me create the column. Control C. Here also I create a column. Here in my page, I declared as COL. So here I'll go and I'll say COL call equals to COL capital 1. I passed it. My column got passed. Perfect. Now I have to create input text because that's where we are entering the data. Input text. How? Right? Whatever the data you have done, you have to capture it. So there is an event. Right? Whatever the data you have entered, where here you are entering the data, and that is called input text. And for that, I'm writing a function. This dot event dot target dot value, the data will be stored here. Now I will go ahead and I will wire at the rate. For that, you have to use wire first here, comma wire. I have imported the wire. Now I will say at the rate wire. At the rate wire. Let me go ahead and copy from the same thing. Here it is. Control C. I go ahead and copy paste yesterday's class. But here it's not roop because my data on the screen is rupam.data. So it has to return to the rupam. There we go. Right. I close everything. I say Control S on the keyboard. right? I don't need to deploy the class because class is already deployed yesterday. I just need to deploy this component and check whether the data is getting populated or not, right? Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. I'm deploying it. Let's hope that the deployment doesn't fail. Perfect, right? Right click on it, click on rename. I'm trying to save as much as time I can. That's the reason I'm performing some copy paste option. Otherwise, I'd have written from the scratch. So Rupam @lt123.com, password crm1234 hash. Let me log in. Let us see whether the data table populates or not. And then we will start today's class. These are the things that we did yesterday. Same thing I'm copying and I'm working. So I click on setup. I click on developer console. Right in the dummy app, I change it to today's class, Control S, update contact impreation. I click on preview. There we go. I type a text A. Perfect. My table is coming up. Perfect. Now today's class start from here. This is what we did yesterday. Wire a property, displaying the data displaying the data in a iteration template or displaying in a table. Yesterday we did that. I did both, displaying in a table as well as this with a template, right? Iteration with a template for each. We have did that. Now, what is today's exercise? After this data is populated, I want to change this name Sheen to Bean. Mr. Bean, Bean Forbes. My requirement is that I should be able to double click here and I should be able to put Bean, and I should be able to get a button called save towards the bottom. When I hit the bait save button, immediately it should save. I want to have a cancel button that after I change to Bean, then I realize no, let it be Sheen. System will cancel and put it back to Sheen. I should be able to edit first name. I should be able to edit last name, anything. As of now, only two things. I should be able to edit email also. This is my business requirement. A editable table, an editable table with a button. Currently, till yesterday, we have done a table only to display data. Now, an editable table to, editable table to save data. Everybody got my requirement? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's do this. I come to my window here. First of all, this column, first name. First of all, this column, first name. What I will do is that, I will go ahead and I will say, comma, editable, editable. Editable spelling is correct. editable. Editable equals to true. Set it to true. Control C. Here also, last name, comma, editable true. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org, step by step. First, let me see whether the whether the table is editable or not. I want to make sure that the table is editable or not. One by one step will do. A. Yes. I can change the Sheen to Bean. I can change from Forbes to Toyota. Forbes to Reliance. Something. Bean Reliance. Bean Ambani. AMBANI. Yes, the two buttons are done. Am I getting a button called save? Yes. If I click on the button, is it anything is happening? Nothing is happening. Rupam, how did this button came? Because this has become an, whenever you have taken this automatically called an edit form. something like an edit form, LDS edit format called save and cancel, right? Save. My save button is not working. Okay. So editable is working. First thing. Perfect. Perfect. It's done. Now, what do you want to do? I want to update your record. First, bring the impression. IMPORT. Import. Import what? Import update. You can't change the name. UPDAT update record. See, the way I imported create record, now I'm importing update record. Next, what? Whichever record you want to update, I want to update what? First name and last name. You have to import them also. Import FIRST, first name field. Import first name field from. You can give anything here. Here, this is just a name. This can be changed, but anything within the bracket cannot be changed. Without a bracket, you can change it. Update record. Can I say root record? No, you cannot. That is an impression method you're calling. It's a method. It's a pre-written program. First field name. From where? From. At the rate, right? At the rate Salesforce schema. Here it is. What is that? Contact. This is account. All the fields are visible. Case. Contact. Contact what? First name. Import. Next, I want to change the last name also. Import last name field from at the rate Salesforce schema. Account, case, contact last name, LAST last name. Whenever you want to update a contact or whenever you want to update any field, you need the ID. Import ID field. These are all my names I'm giving. From at the rate Salesforce schema contact.id. Account, contact, case is over, case ID, no, contact ID. Contact ID. You have to import this all. What else do you need? Rupam, after the data got saved, you have to refresh the data. You have to refresh the component. I need to call a refresh function also. I'll call it here. Import. System will automatically give you. Don't worry about it. REFRESH. Refresh. Oh shit, man. Refresh is not coming up. REFRESH. Refresh. See, my refresh is not coming up. Don't worry. We'll copy from Google. Right? We'll copy from Google. REFRESH refresh Apex in LWC. Refresh Apex. Because after that, again, the data has to be refreshed after you made a change. So what is the command? Not get refresh. I'm looking for refresh. Here it is. Import refresh. Control C. That's it. Come here to the programming. Import refresh from Salesforce Apex. Refresh Apex. Whenever you want to refresh an Apex program, that means rerun the Apex program, right? I pull the data, I got Sheen Bean or something like that. I change it to, right, Sheen or Sheen to Bean, and then I changed, right, Forbes to Reliance. I hit the save. After the data is saved, immediately the grid has to refresh. Again, the data has to pull from the database. That is the reason I need a refresh Apex. right? These are the things I've done. Now I'll come to the data table. I have to make some change in the data table also. Lightning data table. On save. See, here you have option on save. Whenever somebody clicks the button on save, I will write a function called handle save. Handle save. Right? Now, there's a little problem here. Suppose you change the data and you decide not to change the data. Then the cancel has to roll back. That means there are two sets of information. One is the original information, one is the changed information. Right? One is the original information, one is the saved information, changed information. For example, Sheen is the original. I change it to Bean. This is the changed information. I have to store Sheen somewhere. Sheen anyhow original. This Bean I have to store somewhere. That is where I'll say draft values. Bean is a draft value. DRAFT, draft values. I have to use this in the table. Draft values equals to, I will declare one variable. Draft values. Same name I'm giving. Draft values. Over. Handle save. It's a function you're calling. Control S on the keyboard. Go ahead. Write handle save. I'm going to write handle save. Handle save. Event. Next, you declare a variable. What is the variable you declared? You declare one more variable called draft values. Go ahead, put it here. Draft values. Draft values equals to array. More than one, because name, last name, first name. That's the reason I'm saying draft values equals to array. Draft value equals to array. Clear? Perfect. Every program makes a meaning. I'm not writing any useless program. Now I'm going to write handle save. Handle save I'm going to write. Handle save. Before I write the handle save, step one. You remember in the create also we did this. In the create also, impreation create, you see, step one, create a field list. Step two, create an API object. Step three, use an impression. Same thing I'm going to do here. Step one. What is step one? What is step one? Step one. Capture the values. Step one. CAPTURE. Capture the values. Capture the values. Capture the values. How to capture the values? Field is here called first name. First name. First name is the field. It's a field. So use FI. It's a keyword. FIELD field. Field this. Field this. Right? Field. First take the ID. Let's start with ID. ID field. Field ID. ID field. ID field dot. What is this? It's field API name. It's API name F, right? FIELD field API name, like this here to say. Field API name equals to, right? What is that? Event dot detailed dot draft values, not the original value, draft values. Event dot detail dot draft values. You can change more than one account. I'm taking only the first one. Position 0 dot ID. I captured it. Like this, you have to capture all the fields that you have put for the change. I'm changing the first name, capture that. I'm changing the last name, capture that. Field dot last name dot field API name equals to event dot detail dot draft values at a 0 location dot here first name, FIRST, first name, here dot last name. In the draft value, Bean will be there. In the original value, Sheen will be there. So I'm capturing all the draft. Draft is nothing but the changed one. Draft is nothing but the changed one. Draft is nothing but all the changed one. There we go. All right. Perfect, everyone. Everyone is able to understand, right? I know that this is something new coming up. My work is done. Second step, STEP step 2. What is the step 2? Create record set. Now create the record set. How to create the record set? CONST constant. RECORT record INPUT record input is equals to, what is that? Whatever these fields are there, right? Fields, right? What these are, by the way, these are all S, my mistake. Fields, fields, all these fields I'm clubbing and creating one called record set, record input. This whole I'm creating a record input, record input. I don't need to say API name because already these are being imported from contact. System knows it. These are from contact fields. Third step, STEP step 3. Call the impreation or use an impreation. Use an impreation. Use. How to use an impreation? My impreation is here. Update record. I'm coming and I'm saying update record. Update record. What is that? Update record. Dot then. Dot then. If you remember, dot catch. This is, you have to remember, this is how the impression commands are written. Inside this, I will say response. You can say result equals to arrow bracket. Here you can say error. If there's error, it will be stored in that error. This is exactly what I told you should remember. Where is the record? My record is record input. Whenever the record is saved successfully, then I can write a program here. Inside this, I'm writing now, right? Alert. As of now, I'm giving a pop-up record updated successfully. And immediately I have to clear the draft so that somebody can go ahead and make a second change. I'm going ahead, I'm saying this dot draft value. I'm setting it to null again, blank. Next, after update is done, the grid has to refresh. I will say return, RETUR and return. Return what? Refresh Apex. Now I will use the refresh Apex. Refresh the Apex program. Refresh Apex. Refresh Apex what? Right? Refresh Apex what? Question comes. Refresh. This dot. What is that? Here, bring on. This dot bring on. refresh it, right? This dot bring on, right? System will refresh, right? This dot bring on. It'll go ahead and it'll refresh, right? Question is that what it will refresh, okay? Okay, perfect. Let's see what happens. We'll make the required changes later. Suppose there's an error, then I'm writing the error program. Alert, alert, right? An error occurred, and I want the error code to be displayed. Plus error dot body dot body dot message. Get the error body message. In the error, so many error codes will be there. No, just get me the message. Whatever the message is there, it will display an error has occurred, an error occurred with the error message. Control S on the keyboard. Hope that I made all correct and there is no spelling mistakes and there is no there is a semicolon gone here starting itself. Control S.
Semicolon.
Where?
Seventh line.
Seventh line. You're saying seventh line semicolon. There is something. Why it
You
is
put
inside? Okay, outside. So there we go. See, the small mistakes happens. Now I've written an LWC. Let's go ahead whether it works or not. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Hope that there is no error at all anywhere. Perfect. Now let us see whether it works or not. Let me close this.
Sir, you're not audible.
Now, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, perfect. I don't know what happened. So the voice got vanished. Perfect. Now let's see, where did we make the mistake? This time should be somewhere here itself. FIELDS fields, ID field, field, FIELD field, API name equals to event.detail.draft values 0 ID. Fields, first name, right? Field API name, event.detail.draft value 0, first name, FIRST, name is capital. Perfect. Last name, everything is correct. Record REC or record input equals to fields, FILDS. Whatever I've created, I've taken here. Update, man. Okay, no. Here I've given record input. Perfect. Record input, right. Then what's the problem? What is the problem? Let us check. First name, Salesforce API. First CONST constant. Again, the voice is gone. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Somebody saying not audible. Alekhya.
It's like on and off, Rupam.
On and off. How can it be on and off? Maybe. Okay. So fine. Here, I use the fields, but I didn't declare the fields. Fields. That's the reason it's giving error. Fields equals to, right, a blank. And then I'm creating the fields. So first declare the fields. I didn't declare the fields and I started using it. That field, I'm using it here, right? Control S on the keyboard, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Now let us check. Done. R, right? I get, right, Rupam. I change this to Anupam. I hit save. Record updated successfully. It's still showing Rupam, guys. Record updated successfully. Go ahead and check whether the record got updated or not. Then we will talk about refresh. Rupam Chakravarti is a contact. Now it should be Anupam Chakravarti, not Rupam. Let's check it out. Contact, it's showing Rupam or it's showing Anupam? It's showing Anupam, see? No Rupam at all. The record got changed, but my grid didn't refresh. Here is actually Anupam, not Rupam. One more example, we'll take it out. Let's take an example of what, right? Happy Rao. Now this name, I will change it to Sad Rao, right? I go ahead and I say Happy H-A-P. See, I get a name person called as Happy Rao. I change from happy to sad. Sad, from Rao, I change it to Reddy. Both I'm changing. Happy Rao to sad Reddy. Save. Record got updated successfully, but it's still showing Happy Rao. But actually, if you go to the contact, the Happy Rao has now changed to sad Reddy. See, there is no Happy Rao anywhere. The refresh is not happening. We have commented the refresh program. My program is working perfectly fine, you can see. The only piece is that this is what I have not done. This is what I have not done. This is what I have not done. Control S. Guys, able to understand? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, able to understand 50%. I know that these are new programming. You need to go ahead and look, but at least I believe you guys are able to understand the flow. Right? I didn't deploy it, so let me deploy it. Now I'm refreshing the Apex because that is must. Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Now I go ahead. And there we go. I take anything. G. There's nothing with G. There are. Okay, there we go. Very happy Srivastav. I changed the name. Very too happy. Theo. I made a change. I click on save. Record updated successfully. And no, my refresh didn't work. My refresh didn't work. Right? Refresh Apex. This dot, right? Rupam. This dot. What is my right? What is my wire? Rupam only. My wire is Rupam. But thing is that refresh Rupam. Why it's not? The data is already there, input text. I need to refresh this wire. Refresh the wire. Right? Why bring on? I have to refresh the Rupam. No, sorry. This dot Rupam, not bring on. Come on. You have to refresh this property. You have to refresh. You have to refresh this property, right? This dot Rupam. Control S. See, small mistake I'm doing. Don't refresh the method. You can refresh only the property because the method is inside. You can refresh only the property. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the fast, and there we go. Right. I press enter. Right. R. Right. Right. I will say name Farhan Akhtar. I'm changing it. I click on save. Record updated successfully. And you see that now it's changed to Farhan Akhtar. Immediately refreshed. The grid is refreshed. Right? This is exactly what we are looking for. Updated name Farhan Akhtar. I don't need to go and check in a contact with Farhan Akhtar created. Earlier it was what the Farhan. Now we change the name to Farhan Akhtar. See, we have used an impreation. What is that? Update. Clear all.
Rupam, in the 34th line, draft values are index 0, right? Why you wrote index 0?
Because if I make more than 2 changes, for example, I'm changing from Farhan to, right, let's say that what Shaizi, Shaize, Shaizi, Radio Mirchi. One change I made another here, Arthur song. I'm making it to Arthur dance. Next, from Lauren, I'm changing to Buran. From boil, I'm changing it to cold. Buran cold. How many changes I made? How many records I have changed? 3 records I have changed. 3. But system will not save all the 3. It will save only one, whichever in the 0 position. Save. Updated successfully. Which one? Right? Which one did it change?
For last.
Right? Whichever you did the first. Whichever you touched the first. Even though on the line, Lauren was on the top, I changed it to Buran. No. From song, I changed it to dance. Right? Where is the Shaiji gone?
But record is not there.
Record is not there or it's gone? What happened? Shaiji. Right? It's there. While the refresh has a problem then. See? Earlier it was Farhan. Now I changed it to Shaiji. Whichever is the first record I touched, it will take that 0 position. This will be in the 0 position. Then the remaining became in 1, 2, 3 other position. So that is the reason I gave 0. I'm defining the position.
So multiple updates can't be possible, or else.
Yes, it's possible. It's possible.
Okay.
Yes. Think how it's possible. What can be done? Yes, it's possible. 100%. Multiple also. You have to make it array. Now I gave a position only 1. So if you want to go ahead, then it has to be array. Remove the positions. .id. Then system will return more than 1. The field has to be an array. Array. Array of what? Array of S object. Array has to be created. Think. If not, we'll do it in another class. No issues at all. Put your little bit of brain and strength to see, hey, how can I save this more than 1 record? Currently, I've taken only 1 record as of now. More than 1 record is a homework. How can I save multiple records is a homework. Same class, same thing you'll do. You'll make certain changes and it'll work. Right? Everyone able to understand? Everyone is able to understand? Yes or no? Yes sir, no sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's keeping quiet. Let him do whatever he wants. Everybody's thinking, okay, వాడు ఏం చేస్తే చేయని మాకెందుకు? This is everybody is following. Correct?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Right? Understand the flow. It will come by practice. All this programming, Rupam, why? There's a lot of 101 questions are there. These will come when you start making your own programs. You start writing, twisting the program. I did for 1, you did for all. Right? Rupam, can we save only 2 changes? Only 2. Yes. Only 3. Yes. All. Yes. So do it. Right? Writing this one program itself took 1 hour. You see, that's the reason I told you. Still, it's not over. I'm going to beautify this program more. I don't want this type of alert boxes, Rupam. Why can't we have toast message alert box? Toast message. Toast message. I don't want this alert. I want a toast message. Then in that case, it's a copy paste work. Toast message is a copy paste. Toast message in LWC. Display a toast notification in LWC. Just a copy paste work. So here we go. Like this. Record updated successfully. I want a toast message. I want to have a toast message. First thing is that you have to import toast. See, everything, all these are methods, because why, Rupam? That I told you, LWC is a third party component. LWC is treated as an external component. LWC is not a part of Salesforce. It is treated as a neutral component which can work in any environment. Lightning is within the environment, but LWC is treated as like a Java component, like a .NET component. That is the reason in that technology you have to import Lightning. So that's the reason we are importing everything. That is the main aim that I'm importing. Before I start using, I have to import toast message. Import toast message. Anything in LWC you do, you have to import, guys. Remember that. If you don't import, it will not work. Because LWC components are not a Salesforce components. It is a Salesforce component, but it is treated as a non-Salesforce component. It's a platform-free component. I told you. Lightning is Aura. Aura is with Salesforce, but LWC is a DOM, Java and DOM. It's a HTML component. It is not treated as a Salesforce, part of Salesforce. Hence, you have to bring everything. So toast message, first import it. Then only you can use it. Now I will use the toast message here. Alert. Here I'll use the toast message at line number 45. Right? So display toast message. How to display toast message? Right? There we go. Here it is. Show notification. Constant EVT. Let me see whether done. Nothing. Here we go. This program. Let me see. Yes. This much. New toast event. Copy this. You want to change the color? You can change color, which I'll do it. Control C. I'm coming here and I'm pasting it here. Title. I want to give my own title. What is that? RECORD record update is the title. Message. You can store in a variable and you can pass it, but I'm hard coding the message. Your record has been successfully updated. Record successfully updated successfully. That's the message. Variant. You can see variant. Info default. Gray box will come. Success. A green box will come. Warning. Yellow box will come. Red. Error red. Only this. More standing theme, you can go to the dictionary. But now I will take success. Green. I go ahead and I say variant equals to success. One green button will come. Green button will come. Let me see, did we use the toast event? Yes, Control S. It will not work in this environment. Remember that. If you try to do here, it will give an error. Never use toast in an application environment. A, right? Jack, I will say Angel. Right? Rogers went up to hill. I made the change. I go ahead and I click on save. Right? Oh, I didn't deploy it. Shit, man. After saving, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Now, once again, I refresh. Right? John Bond. I will change it to James Bond. James Bond, and the name is 007. I click on save. Immediately I'll get an error or I'll not get a message. The message doesn't come. James Bond, it got updated, but message didn't come. Why, Rupam? Toast messages doesn't work in application environment. They will work only when we call them inside a record page, home page, or a tab page. So I go to the meta.xml. I say true. Next, I will scroll down. I will say target, targets. Inside the target, target where? Which page? App page, record page, record page. Control S. See, now this component is visible in a record page. Which record page? Let's go ahead. Close this now. Right. I go to account. I can search contact, right? Perfect. I can paste it anywhere. I'll go to the opportunity. I'll paste there. I open Dixon mobile generation something, right? Generator. Here account, I will say setup. I will say edit page. We did that. What is that XML meta will do? Now my component will be listed there. If I scroll down, my component will be listed there. What is today's date? 13. Did I deploy it after making change? No. Control Shift P, deploy to the source arc. After every change that you make, you have to deploy. Now come here, refresh. I'll be able to see my component, 13. Here we go. See, 1303. I drag and drop somewhere here. See, LWC impression update. Save. Go back. Now you go ahead and search a contact in opportunity. Here we go. I can search J. See, Jack and Jill automatically comes. It's a part of opportunity now. See, Josh. I will say Hosh. I click on save. See, record update. Record updated successfully. One pop-up came. Toast messages works only inside FlexiPage environment. They don't work outside the FlexiPage environment. Toast messages works only. So whenever you write a toast message, don't test. If you test it, you'll not get in the app. It will not come. It will come only when you put it inside a right FlexiPage. Then only it will work. Everyone clear? Everyone clear? Everyone clear? Right? Everyone clear?
So,
Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
yes.
Right? Perfect. Now we have seen create record. We have seen update record. Now it is a time for us to see delete record. I'm closing this component. This is an LWC component. See, starting of the class, you didn't even thought that you will do this type of programming. So I'm closing everything. Control Shift P. Create a Lightning Web component. LWC underscore today's date 1303 underscore example2 underscore delete record record underscore impreation update contact impression, create account impression. Here delete record, anywhere you can put it. I will create a universal component. You put in account, it will delete account. You put in contact, it will delete contact. You put in case, it will delete case. So that's the reason I'm saying delete record impression. Enter. One component got created. Perfect. Delete record. Let's go to the template. Let's design a template. Right? LIGHT lightning card. Oh no. Lightning card. There we go. title equals to LWC LWC delete. That's enough. Or impreation. Let's write impreation delete. That's the title. And immediately I'll put a button inside. Nothing else. Lightning button. Label equals to delete. Variant equals to destructive, red color. On click equals to I want to call a function. What is that? Delete me. Function has to be called delete. That's it. Nothing else. Now I copy this. Control C. I come to my JavaScript module, my ES module. Inside this, a function, delete me. Event. For delete, what you need? I need an ID. I need an ID. Where? I don't know to hard code the ID. I want the ID to be picked up from the object directly. So that's the reason I will use @API. Public. I'm going to create a public @API. If you remember, record ID, RECORD record ID. It's a reserved keyword. Record ID. What is happening? Yeah, why I'm writing there? @API. What is that? RECORD record ID. System will get the record ID automatically. System will get the record ID automatically. I need ID to delete. I don't need anything else. And this ID, I'm making it public by declaring API. It's an decorator API. What does API decorator does? This decorator goes ahead and declares a variable as public. If the public variable is declared, then automatically anybody can assign a data to this variable. Automatically, whether it's a case component, whether it's a case object, whether it's a contact object, whether it's an opportunity object, whether it's an account object, any object would be able to pass the data to this record ID. Which record? Whichever record you open, you're able to pass. Now it is a time for me to go ahead and bring the impreation. Right? Import. What is that? Right? Delete record from this. See, the way I got update record, I got insert record. Now I'm taking delete record. In this, simple, right? Delete record dot delete record. What? Delete dot. Same thing. Then catch. This is the command. Delete dot then dot catch. In this, RESPONSE response result equals to arrow. In this, error equals to program. I told you this is common. Every program has same thing, same structure. Update also has the same structure. Create also has the same structure. Where to delete? This dot record ID. Whatever the record ID is given, delete it. Over. Response. Here I can write alert. We'll change it to pop-up message later. Alert. Right? Alert what? Record deleted. If there is a failure, then alert. I will say deletion failed. Record deleted, deletion failed. As simple as that. As simple as that. Simple delete button I've created. Anybody has any questions anywhere? By the way, okay. By the way, why this line number 1? From where did it came? Why did it came? Record field data type. How did it came? This one? I'm just thinking. It came automatically or we brought it? Anybody remember? When I go to the update, do I have that? Let's check it. No, we don't have it. Then from where did it came? We don't need this. Delete. That's it. Control S. Now I will go here. I will make it to true. Next, I will say target. Targets. Inside the target. Target what? In a record page. Because a record page only can have ID. Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy this to source org. Deploy to the source org. Now come here. I'm in where? I'm in opportunity. Right? I'm in GenPoint SLA. I click on setup. I click on edit page. I scroll down and I look for my component today that we created. Delete 1302. I'll put it here. Delete. I'll put it here. One delete button will come. See, like this. I click on save. Perfect. There we go. My button is coming up here on the top. LWC impression delete. When I click on delete, record deleted. Looks like there is a problem. Perfectly fine. This is what I'm expecting. Go ahead and see that record is gone. Edge installation. I'm opening again. Edge installation. Delete. Record deleted. And I get an error. Looks like there is a problem. That's okay. That is a navigation issue. Go and see Edge is not there. Both were sitting in the recycle bin. My delete button is working perfectly fine. But we need to customize a little bit more. Recycle bin. Edge communication or something will be here. See? Edge installation, GenPoint SLA. Both opportunity you deleted today, today's date. So my button is working perfectly fine. Congratulations. But the problem is that after deleting the record, system doesn't know where to go. After deleting the record, system is displaying this message called alert. This message I can change with a pop-up message, right? Pop-up message. Record deleted. How can I do that? You know this, right? You can go to the update, you can copy the same thing. What? Here, right? This piece. This is for alert. Pop-up. We have just seen. Control C. I come here. I don't want this to pop. I want it toast. Toast message. I paste it. I will say record deleted. Record deleted. I don't want success. I want what? Color. Color, I want red. Red. It is error. Variant equals to error. It will give you a red. So I come here. I say variant equals to error. Moreover, I have to import. Right? You have to import toast message. Otherwise, it will not work. Control C. Close it. I import the toast message. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. Done. Now let us go ahead and delete. I will restore this. Restore. They went back to opportunity. I go to the opportunity. Now again I open Edge installation and I delete. I should get a red message. Delete. Right? Why am I not getting it? Refresh. It takes little time. Did we deploy it to the source org? Yes. Did he save it? Yes. Delete this message. It will take little time, guys. All right, that's good opportunity. Refresh. Refresh this. Because the programming is still, the cache is not refreshed. Refreshed.
We can do one thing, Rupam. Actually, last time, if you remember, I forgot it. Can you inspect? Can you click on inspect?
Okay, right click, inspect.
Yeah. And now you can click on that refresh button. We can see the catchable equal to, we can refresh that one. Catch. Can you click on catchable is empty,
Yes.
something is there. Right click. I mean, sorry.
Where right click?
In refresh only, in refresh only.
Okay, right click.
Empty catch and hard reload.
Okay.
Then it will work.
What it will work? I mean, what would you show?
Now you can open that record and you can delete it. It will automatically deploy.
Okay. So you're saying that that will refresh the cache memory. Is that correct? Empty cache. Okay, empty cache. So I don't need this inspect also. Okay. Open
It
gen
won't
point.
open that one. If we
Why?
can't
Because
inspect,
why
it won't.
why when you say right click on it and you have cache memory, you're refreshing it, right? I don't know why. What happened? I don't know. What happened? Okay, I open gen point. What is happening? Opportunity. Opportunities are not coming now. Okay, there we go. I open gen point. What's going on? Come on. Okay, there we go. Delete. See, record deleted. My red box came. Now, my pop-up is working fine. That is what we learned so far. Now, the next thing that after the pop-up is over, I want system to navigate. That is also a copy-paste work. I come here. I close. Now, display toast. No. Click on this one. Navigate to a page. Navigate. Let's go to the basic navigation. First thing that you have to import navigation. Here is import navigation Maxon. Every time import. So I go ahead and I import. First step. Second step, right? Second step. Navigation. navigation. Second step, navigation. First, import navigation, okay? Now, second step, extend to navigation max. You have to extend this also. Remember this. Here the steps are there. Number one, import, which we imported navigation. Next, apply navigation mix in to your component. So extend, this word we have to take. Control C. Here we go. Extend. After extend, I have lightning element. But as per this, after extend, I have to have what? Navigation and then lightning element. Then lightning element. Lightning element in bracket. Keep watching. You have to do these changes. See? Lightning element in bracket. One sample is given here. Extend navigation, lightning element in bracket. So you have to do this. Extend like this. Lightning, oh, extend. After extend, it write like this. Second change. First, import. Second, extend. Everybody is able to understand. Whenever you want navigation, right? I want, after deleting, I want it to go to account page. I want to go to the contact page. I want to take it to Flipkart. Then you have to use like this. This concept is called page reference. Same concept we are here. Navigation maxin. Mixin, not maxin, mixin. Done. Now I can use my navigation. Do this. Right? Right. Let us see how to use navigate to a different page. See? Right? It's quite right. Navigation. Navigate next. This dot navigate maxen. This dot tab name. Right? I'm seeing it. Here we go. I can copy this whole piece. See? Like this. You have to copy. Where do you want? I want navigation to navigate. Let me see whether I'm declaring anything in the template. No, nothing. Navigation. So there we go. Copy. Control C. Copy paste. That's it, guys. You want where in a contact page, you want where in a contact home, contact, recent contact. You can give like this. Action equals to new. After immediately creating account, new page will open. You can go ahead. You can everything same command only. Account, edit, open this account and ID. You can record ID, and after deleting, even one account called Rupam Technologies will be open in an edit window. I want that. So many examples are given. All are same. This dot navigation, this piece copy, which I'm doing from the top. Right? This one. You just need to see this and modify this as per your requirement. Perfect. Where after the message is done, I want the navigation to work. Here we go. Navigation. Case, I will say not case. ACCOUNT account. Account, take it to home page. Control S. So now after deleting opportunity, immediately system will go to account and it will open the home page. Or you can say opportunity home. Please refer to these documents. You can go anywhere, wherever you want. You can go to www.flipkart.com. See, copy this command. That after deleting, I want a Flipkart page to be opened or Salesforce page to be opened. You can give a URL. You can divert anywhere. You can divert to a URL also. Divert, navigate to a web page, navigate to a tab page. You can go to a tab, navigate to a related list, navigate to a record edit page, automatically navigate to a record view page. I want immediately after Government of India account to be open. After every deletion, Government of India account has to be open. So you can give navigate to a new record page. After deleting opportunity, I want immediately new account page to be open so that somebody can insert a new account. See, All these are given. List view, navigate to home page. See, I've just taken the home page one. Account home. Control Shift P. Deploy to the source org. Right. There we go. Now I come here. Let me go ahead and restore those opportunity back. I go to my recycle bin directly and I restore these 2 records back. I come to my opportunity. I refresh the opportunity. Right. It will be done in 1 or 2 refreshes to be done. But somebody told click on inspect, right click. Somebody told empty cache and hard reload. Right. I don't know what it's doing. It's reloading it. It's reloading hard, it seems. Okay. Let it reload hard. Now I open Edge installation. I'm expecting that as soon as I click on delete, a pop-up will come and immediately I'll be taken to account homepage. Delete, a record deleted, and you came back to account homepage. See, this time you didn't got that error. This time you didn't get that error. This time no error. Looks like something has gone wrong. It has, you deleted opportunity. It routed you to account page because I've used this navigation function. 3 steps. Number 1, include navigation, import navigation. Number 2, extend navigation, mixin. Third, copy the program, whichever you like. All these are sample examples given to you. All are sample examples, same examples. Immediately you want to create a record with a value, you can do that. See, first name, as soon as an opportunity was deleted, immediately a contact will be created. See, that is also, you can do that. That is also, you can do that. Right. So you can do anything, guys. Here it is, basic navigation to a different page, different object, whatever you want to do. Steps are clearly defined. Everybody clear the delete? Everybody clear the delete? Right. Sandeep Matha. In case of updating record in database, rather than having save button, we can click anywhere on the screen and get the record saved. Do you use the same update? Impression is same. Impression, rather than on click, you'll put on change. Right. On focus out. Look for something. I've taken on click. Don't take on click. No. Take something else, Sandeep. Why should always on click? On the field itself. Right. On load, on search. There are so many things. On mouse up, on mouse down, you can call it. Multiple records, Sangeeta, please try. If everything I do, then what you'll do? There are a couple of things you guys has to do. It's not that I keep on doing everything and you guys just keep watching like a show. I'm not showing you a cinema here. So please, any additional things left, right, top, bottom, right? Somebody just came up saying that, right? Why button? I can click somewhere else and it should save. Go ahead. Yes, you can. You have to call imperation. Delete. Why with the button delete, Rupam? Why with the button? I want it to be, right? In this card, right? In the card, right? On a certain control, there should be some control to delete. right? I'll have a field. If that field changes, then delete. Yes, you can, right? Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? Till here? Anybody has any questions? Before I go ahead and do the last one called, right, get record. Let's do this get record. Let's do this impreation get record. So update record, done. Delete record, done. Now we will be in the right wire, done. Last one in the Lightning Data Services get record. Now let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this get record. I close it, close everything. Control Shift P, create a Lightning Web Component, LWC underscore 1303, right? Underscore example3 underscore get record record underscore impreation get record impreation, right? Let's do this. What do you want to do? Let's do opportunity, because we have placed the button opportunity. Looks like that's our favorite. So as of now, let's take any object I can take. Lightning card. Let's display a opportunity record without writing a server-side controller. Get record. Title equals to LWC impreation. Get record. Get record. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do? Simply, I'm going to. You want me to make it a little simple or little tough? I'll use template. Okay. Template. Template. If true. What is if true? RUP P dot data. RUP dot data. If it's true, then display, right? OPPORTUNIT opportunity name. Display opportunity name. What is that? I want name. After that, a paragraph tag. Opportunity stage, right? STAG stage name. Okay, Control X, paragraph is here. After that, one paragraph. After that, one paragraph. After that, one paragraph. Next, last one. OPPORTUNIT opportunity AMOUNT amount. I'm creating AMT amount is a variable. They're not field name. Remember that these are just a variable I declared. Perfect. Now Control S. That's it. Nothing more than that I'm doing here. Let me go to the controller. Here we go. The first thing is that I have to import. Import what? GT get record. Get import get record. Here we go. Get record. I imported it. Get record. I imported it. Now, right. Just thinking. Okay. I'm just thinking a couple of things here. Get record. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll do in a, how should I do it? I'm also thinking, right? Perfect. Let's do it. First, let me create some fields, right? const constant, right? I'll create some fields, fields fields, constant field equals to, I'll create an array of fields. One array of fields, array. I'll create an array of fields, right? Right here. First one, what are the things that you need? Be careful, case sensitive. OPPORTUNIT opportunity dot name. Opportunity dot name. What else I need? Next field. Next field. Next field. Comma. OPPORTUNIT opportunity dot STAG stage name. Next, I've taken only 3, right? So let's take 3. Opportunity dot amount. These are the 3 fields I've taken. Stage name, amount. Perfect. I declare the field. Now I come here. Now, as of now, let me hard code a record, right? I can take the record ID later. So I'll say RECO record ID, RECO RD record ID is equals to, I will hard code one of the opportunity. I can say @API and I can make it public variable, no issues at all. But as of now, let me first see whether it's working or not. Let's open this Burlington textile generator. This ID I'm copying on the top in the address bar. The ID in the address bar. I come here and I paste it. For this record, automatically the name, stage, amount has to be populated without writing an SQL query. System has to populate this data. Right? Perfect. Done. Now I will say @wire. Wire. Wire what? Wire what? Right? @wire. Right? @wire this get record. Wire the get record. In this, pass the record ID. RECO RD record ID. What is the record ID? Always when you're passing, I told you, you have to use a $. Where is the field? Here is the field. Record ID. $record ID. Then the system will take this. Otherwise, it will take record ID as a text. You cannot say this dot. This dot you cannot put it here. So we go by this. Next, which fields you want? What are the fields you want to retrieve? FIELDS. Fields. Colon. JSON format. Here is my fields. I want these fields to be pulled. For these record ID, these fields to be pulled. After pulling the data has to be given to where? To this rup.data. RUPPPPPP. Rup. The data will be thrown to the rup. The data will be thrown to the rup. Data will be thrown to the rup. right? Everybody able to understand? Anybody has any questions? Right? The data will be thrown to the rope. And in the rope, you can see that small name, small stage name. I'm using somewhere small also, right? Somewhere small I'm using. So now I will use the get function. Get, what is I used? I used name, small name, get small name, get name. I have to write a method. I told you right? We use wire, so you don't use this. But anyhow, it's there, I'm showing you. It's not used. Get name. Return. Return. This dot rope, this dot rope, dot data, this dot rope, because the data is stored in rope. Return this dot data dot rope dot field f fields dot name. Return this dot whatever the wire property is there, right? Dot data dot field dot name dot field. Field is what? Name is the field. Capital name, guys. Here is a capital name dot value. Whatever the value is there, return that to add to name. And that name I'm using here. Name. Next stage name. Control C. I have to do that for the stage name also. Get stage name. Get stage name. Return. Whole thing I have to copy. Control C. Right? It's not name now. It's stage name. Here you should be very careful. NAME. These are case sensitive. If you give a small stage name, it will not work because in the rope, there is no small stage name. Stage name is S capital and capital. It's a case sensitive. Go and check in the opportunity object. The field name is like this. That is the reason by knowingly I gave a small AMT. Get AMT. Copy this. In this amount, A, right? AMOUNT, amount field. Return this dot rope dot, right? Data. In the data, there are more than so many fields are there. From that field, find the amount field and get the value and return it to AMT. And that AMT I'm using in my, see here. If there is a data, then only show, otherwise don't show. If there is no data, don't show. Over, guys. If I have not made any spelling mistakes, if I have not forgotten anywhere a comma, semicolon, right, then it should be working absolutely fine. As soon as I load this component, I should be able to get the data. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. There. Right click on it, click on rename, copy this, come here, resume, go to the developer console, change it to get record impression. Right now I come here. Oh no, not there. Let's click on update preview. We get error or we get a data. See, we got the data. Burlington textile waving. Without writing a server-side controller, I got the data. Without writing an LDS form, record view form, I got the data. I am able to pull the data using get record. You have to remember all these things. LWC program are completely different from your Lightning, whether you're able to feel it or not. Right? Apex is a bus. Lightning is aeroplane. LWC is rocket. All are mode of transportation. But a bus driver cannot fly an aeroplane. A pilot who is flying an aeroplane cannot fly a rocket. Rocket flying is different. So here it is. All these are three different technologies working individually separately. Your learning in sales is actually three different technologies, not three, four. Apex, Visualforce on UI, Lightning on UI, LWC on UI. Both Lightning has its own controller. Similarly, you can see that LWC has its own controller. We are not using any Apex program. This is the way we get the data. Get record. Everyone clear? Everyone clear? You need to review these videos many a times. You need to review this video many a times. Then only you should be able to grasp it. You need to practice this all. Otherwise, things will not come. Yes, anybody has any questions? Next class, I will start Singleton Pub Shop. Saturday. Sunday, LMS, Lightning Messaging Service. Right? So this is the next week's syllabus. Oh, no. Next week, not the syllabus. Next week we'll start event. No, I forgot. Next week we'll start event. Right? Declaratively and programmatically. Saturday. Sunday, I will start with Singleton Pub Shop, published and subscribe model. Right? That is how we'll go. Do you want to stop today or you want to proceed forward? Choice is yours. You want to stop today here or you want to proceed? 2 weeks more classes left. I told you we will try to complete it by 27th. By 27th, we'll continue. So if required, we will extend the class on 20th as well as on 27th. I'm ready to extend even today also. If you guys says okay, I'll proceed. Choice is yours. Do you want me to proceed or you want me to stop? Your 2 hours are over. So now if you want me to proceed forward, I can. If you say no, Rupam, not this week, next Sunday is okay. So next 2 Sundays we might, let's see. Tell me guys, yes or no? If you want me to proceed, I will start event.
Let's stop here, sir.
Yeah, maybe stop because it is already done here.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Okay, fine then. Then we'll stop here today. But next Sunday, please be ready for the next Sunday or next to next Sunday. Any one of the Sunday I might extend. In case if we are not able to complete the things, we will not skip, but we will go ahead and we'll extend it. Right? Because again, second and third, I'm quite doubtful whether I'll be able to take class or not, being my my son's birthday. So, right, I'll be quite doubtful because I'll be organizing the way in Telangana and Andhra, they celebrate the first birthday, 1 year birthday. But in our side, we celebrate the 5th birthday. So last year, because of the pandemic, my son turned 5 years. So we're not able to celebrate. So we are thinking that this year we will do that. So, right, Saturday and Sunday, not now, April month. So that is the reason I just want to make sure that we, of the 4 classes that is left, 19th, 20th, 26th, 27th. Don't worry, I'm not in a rush or hurry, right? Don't think that because of this, right? Your syllabus can be, it's not that it will be overloaded to you. Maybe one class would be a little bit overburdened, but otherwise it is within the reach and limit. We should be able to complete. Events, PubSub, LMS, Singleton, Jest, migrations, debugs, right? Aura versus LWC, Tata bye bye. These are the things left. So let's meet next Saturday at morning, right? Same time, your 8:30 slot. So till then, thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Happy weekend. Happy weekdays.
Hello, sir. Just one thing.